Hey everybody, and welcome back to Droobz Vids. And today we're going to be counting down my top 10 Funko Pops of 2018. So let's dive right in and see what we got. So 2018, what a year for Funko, what a year for all us pop collectors out here. We've seen our fair share of amazing pops that come out this year, and there was actually quite a few that didn't hit the mark, right? But in this video, we're going to be counting down my top 10 favorite Funko Pops of 2018. And as you guys know, I am an anime fan, so is this list going to be biased towards anime pops? You damn right. I'm not going to hit you guys with any honorable mentions, we're just going to dive right into it with number 10, and that's going to be Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. And guys, when this set was originally released, just the Full Metal Alchemist in general, and the glams came out, I was super amped up because these are amazing. All these pops in general, in the whole wave, really cool. And the molds on them are just fantastic. I mean, just look at this thing, it's amazing. The hairstyle, the flowing of the trench coat there, you can see him using his alchemy. He has his weapon out. This thing is amazing. They did such a fantastic job with this line. Coming in at number 9 is Hellboy in his suit. And this was at San Diego Comic-Con this year, and it was shared with Entertainment Earth. And the mold on this thing is just ridiculous, which is why I'm putting it at number 9. You don't even have to be a fan of Hellboy to be able to like this pop. You just can't deny how good it came out. This thing is amazing, and it's by far probably the best Hellboy pop in its line. So coming in at number 8 is another San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, and that is Thor. And this thing is amazing. This is Thor with Odin Force, and this thing looks really good. And Thor Ragnarok is actually one of my favorite MCU movies, and I definitely like the mold on this one. They did a fantastic job. This was shared with Amazon, and glows in the dark, looks great, played by Chris Hemsworth. What's not to like here? This is an amazing pop, which is why I'm putting it at number 8 on my list. So coming in at number 7 is Jollibee. That's right, you guys know I'm not a big ad icon collector, but when this thing was announced and released, I had to have it, and Jollibee is just amazing. I actually eat Jollibee like 2-3 times a week, but that's besides the point. This pop is fantastic. I'm really excited to have this one, and it's just really cool. Even though he's a pretty plain mascot in all respect, but it came out fantastic. They captured the likeness of it really well, and they do have a metallic version that I don't have, but I was fine with having this one as long as I had one in my collection. And this to me is an amazing pop and one of the best to come out this year. Number 6 is a fall convention exclusive or New York Comic Con exclusive, but this one was shared with Hot Topic in particular, and that is Brook from One Piece. And this pop is just downright amazing. I know I said a lot of these pops are amazing, but they really are. That's why they're in the top 10. But this Brook just, he came out so good, and definitely one of those pops that you need to see out of the box to actually appreciate all the little details they added into him. Especially like, look at the back of the guitar there, they added that. The buckles on his shoes are painted. The pants have all the flowers on there. This thing, they just went all out on this particular one, and I do think that the convention exclusives, a lot of anime fans really made out this year. Coming in at number 5 is another New York Comic Con exclusive that was shared with Hot Topic, and that is Edo from Tokyo Ghoul. And this pop was very integral to what's happening now as far as the set goes. This was announced and released before the new set had glams, and this thing is just amazing, and the fact that they even made this pop is wild. And the biggest reason I say that is because it took Funko nearly 3 years to create a new character for the Tokyo Ghoul set, and they couldn't have picked a better character to create. So this pop coming in at number 4, I've talked about it plenty of times on my channel, and you may have guessed what it is, or maybe not. You didn't think it was at this part of the list, or you may have thought it was higher, but that is Todoroki from My Hero Academia. And this is probably one of the best molds to come out in a long time from Funko, and just the fact that they did him with fire and ice just exactly how he's supposed to be, they did an amazing job in pulling that off. As you can see here, they did such an amazing job with the fire and ice mold, and they did recently find in some systems that they're coming out with a glow-in-the-dark version of Todoroki, and that's just gonna be out of this world. I can't wait to get that. I always thought this should be glow-in-the-dark, but when you see it in person and you take it out the box, this thing just looks ridiculous. And I'm really glad they're making a glow-in-the-dark version, and they're also making his father Endeavor. So that's going to be really cool to get my hands on next year. Now we're getting into the top 3. This is where things got really close. So number 3 is quite the controversial pop. This was at San Diego Comic-Con. It was locked to the Funimation booth, and there was just craziness happening all around this thing. And that pop is Metallic Wiz from Dragon Ball Super. And guys, this thing is just amazing, just how it looks. Compared to the common, the metallic paint on here is just leaps and bounds ahead of the common look. I didn't think it was possible. I honestly didn't think it would look this good in person. But when I finally got it in my hands, I just can't stop looking at it. This thing is just ridiculous. I'm super happy to have this pop at the price I got it for, because the Dragon Ball Super movie is right around the corner. I know people have been watching it online, but I'm trying to not see any spoilers because I'm genuinely excited to see the new movie. So if you guys have been watching the channel for a little while, these next 2 pops you may have guessed by this time in the video, just purely based on the things I said when I did pick up these pops originally. So at number 2 is Major Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist. That's right, if you guessed it, good on you. If you didn't and you think I'm crazy, well, you gotta see this thing, because it's just, they did such a fantastic job. I think if they did any better of a job on this pop, it probably would have made it to number 1. This thing is unreal. They did such a great job on it. They got his gloves here that are metallic. They got him without a shirt, which makes perfect sense for the character. They got glitter all over him. It's just, they did so well on this pop. And like I said, if they did any better on it, which I don't think they could have, he would have taken the number 1 spot. So finally, time for the number 1 pop on my top 10 list for 2018, and I'm really excited. And if you guys have made it through this whole video to see what overtook these 9 pops as number 1, I appreciate it. And if you just skipped to this part to see what the number 1 pop was, well, shame on you. But enough of that. So coming in at number 1 for my top favorite Funko Pop of 2018 is Grimmjow from Bleach. This is downright the best pop I've seen in 2018, and just being a fan of the show, they did such a great job with this. It looks amazing. Even the paint isn't perfect, but it makes sense for the pop. It seems like I was waiting forever when they originally announced this pop, and when they did, I said if they did it right, this thing will be an instant grail. My hat's off to you, Funko, for making this pop the way you did. Whoever designed this and put this whole thing into motion definitely needs a raise. But let's just go ahead and take a look at it. I mean, look, he's got a hole in his stomach. That's supposed to be there. That was the one thing I was wondering if they were going to get into this pop. They were just going to paint a black circle on there or actually put a hole through him. And they did him justice, put the hole right through his stomach. He's got his half hollow mask there. That thing looks amazing. They did such a great job with the color tone and the little details on the teeth. Looks really good, just like out the show. His hair sculpt is amazing. They did such a great job on that. And just overall, amazing pop. And yeah, you don't even have to like Grimmjow to appreciate this pop, but you definitely need it in your collection. So there you have it, folks. This is the number 1 pop on my list of 2018, and I just want to say it's near perfection. So I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me talk about these 10 pops, my favorites of 2018. Hopefully you agreed with some of my selections. If you didn't, let me know down in the comments below, and feel free to argue with me why they shouldn't be at that certain spot on the list. And as always, everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see ya on the next video.